The undercity's deeper tunnels were places most scavengers never dared enter. They weren't marked by gang banners, weren't patrolled by guild scribes, weren't even claimed by the cult. They belonged to silence, to the smell of whetstone and metal that had forgotten its name. When Varric led Jarek there, the boy felt the weight of the dark settle on his shoulders. They passed through a half-collapsed tram station where rails twisted like broken bones, then into passages where the air grew thick and damp. Pipes rattled above, dripping water that sizzled faintly as it hit the stone. Jarek's forge ticked inside him with each step, the jagged ring of the wolf's soul scraping, restless. The hunger stirred, louder here, as if the darkness itself fed it. Doors are near, it whispered. Fire waits. Take it. Varric carried 3 knives, each etched with runes that glimmered faintly even in the gloom. His crimson eye clicked every few seconds, measuring distances, watching shadows. He moved like a man who knew where beasts would walk before they arrived. Jarek followed, chains itching under his skin, every breath tight with expectation. At last, Varric stopped. The tunnel walls pulsed faintly with light, black flame seeping like smoke. A seam yawned open in the stone, its edges jagged, glowing with wrongness. The air grew hotter, iron-scented. Jarek's forge roared, every nerve in his body alive with hunger. Hold, Varric said, voice calm. From the seam crawled a beast. It was shaped like a lizard, but its body stretched too long, its scales flickering like embers. Wings of ash unfurled from its back, scattering cinders with every movement. Its eyes glowed like coals buried in fire. It screeched, a sound that made the walls shudder. Chains, Varric ordered. Jarek didn't hesitate. His arm snapped forward, golden links erupting from his skin. The chains lashed out, coiling around the beast's wings, binding them tight. The creature thrashed, fire spilling from its maw, searing the stone. Jarek gritted his teeth, holding on, sweat pouring down his face as the forge screamed inside him. Varric moved in, fast and precise. His knives flashed, cutting lines across the beast's scales, carving runes into its hide. The monster writhed, shrieking louder, its fire dimming. Now, Varric barked. The hunger howled in Jarek's chest, delighted. Take it. Tear its soul. Devour. He pulled. The beast's body convulsed, and its soul tore free, a blazing shard of fire that streaked through the chains and slammed into Jarek's chest. Pain lit his body. His ribs felt like they were breaking. His blood turned molten. He fell to his knees, gasping. But this time, he remembered Varric's words. Don't devour. Shape. He forced the soul into a circle, hammering it inside his chest, his veins alight. The hunger screamed in protest, furious at being denied. The forge hammered again and again, sparks bursting behind his eyes. At last, the circle clicked into place. A new ring spun inside him, jagged but steady, binding itself to the first. The hunger hissed, quieting for the first time since the wolf. Jarek collapsed onto the stone, gasping. His chains flickered, brighter than before, the gold sharp, alive. His body trembled, but he felt stronger. Steadier. Varric crouched beside him, wiping his knife on a rag. His crimson eye clicked once, studying him. Better, he said. You're a forge, not a maw. Remember that. Jarek nodded weakly, though his chest still burned. The forge inside him ticked, the new ring turning slowly, heavy but controlled. He had shaped it. He had not been consumed. For a moment, he felt a flicker of pride. He had done it. He had survived again. But then, in the shadows of the tunnel, he felt eyes watching. Not Varric's, not the beast's. Other eyes, unseen, lingering. He turned, scanning the dark, but saw nothing. Only whispers carried faintly through the stone. The cult had seen. Their fire burned for him now, whether he wanted it or not.